Engine Adventures, Henry. This story is about my friend Henry, the number 3 green engine. Henry may look strong, but he was often ill and couldn't work. Then he tried some special coal and felt as good as new. Henry was a big engine, but sometimes he didn't feel strong enough to pull trains. One morning, Henry was feeling very sorry for himself. "My axles ache and my tank is tingling," he cried. "Rubbish, Henry," huffed James. "You don't work hard enough." The Fat Controller was worried. "You are always at the steamworks, Henry," the Fat Controller explained, "but new parts and a new coat of paint have done you no good. If we can't make you better, we will have to find another engine instead." Henry felt very sad. Henry tried his best to pull the train that day, but it was no good. He didn't have enough steam. "Now I shall be sent away," Henry worried. He steamed slowly into a siding, and Edward took his coaches. The next day, the Fat Controller was waiting for Henry. He wasn't wearing his top hat and coat. He had put on his overalls. He climbed onto Henry's footplate. Henry's fire was lit, but his fireman wasn't happy. "Henry is a bad steamer," he told the Fat Controller. "His fire never gets hot enough." The Fat Controller asked the fireman what he thought was wrong with Henry. "It's the coal, sir," the fireman said. "It's fine for engines with big fireboxes, but Henry's is small and can't make enough heat. He needs special Welsh coal." "It's expensive," said the Fat Controller, "but we must help Henry." Henry and his crew were very excited when the new coal arrived. "Now we'll show them, Henry," they said. They oiled Henry's joints and polished him from funnel to footplate. Henry whistled happily. "Peep, peep!" Henry's fireman built a roaring fire, and soon Henry's boiler was bubbling. "Peep, peep, peep!" whistled Henry. "I feel fantastic!" he told the Fat Controller. He let off some steam with a great whoosh. Henry was impatient. His wheels were ready to roll. "Don't go too quickly," the Fat Controller warned Henry's driver. "Yes, sir," the driver replied. As Henry steamed all over Sodor, he had never felt better. He wanted to go even faster, but his driver had promised not to. "Steady, Henry," said his driver. "There's plenty of time." But they still arrived early at the station. Thomas puffed in soon after Henry. "What kept you, lazy bones?" whooshed Henry. Before Thomas could answer, Henry sped off again. "I can't wait for slow tank engines like you," Henry called cheekily. Henry was very happy. With his special coal, he could work as hard as any engine. Then one day, Henry was given a new shape and a bigger firebox. Now Henry is so splendid and strong that he sometimes pulls the express. And he doesn't need special coal anymore. "Hooray for Henry!" his passengers all cheer.